Okay, welcome back. Thanks for coming. A couple things I want to go over today. I don't know if you've seen it in the non-mainstream media, but apparently Adele on her major tour in backstage actually shapeshifted in front of a bunch of fans. In fact, she released a statement after the fact saying that that's why she's not going to be touring anymore because she's having a hard time controlling it. She swore that she was a good reptilian and all that stuff. So, I don't know where to go with that. If you look a little further back, Justin Bieber apparently shapeshifted as he was getting off a plane in Australia. And then Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn Jenner, or whatever you want to call him, or her, was actually seen shapeshifting the other day, or not the other day, but recently as well. In fact, a bunch of people took to Twitter and tweeted about it, but all their tweets were taken down because it's considered hate speech or whatever. Uh, there's a lot going on in the world right now. North Korea, Japan's actually talking about changing its constitution to deal with North Korea. Just a lot of stuff going on around the world that we're not really being told. Trump has that meeting with China's president either today or tomorrow. So let's hope and pray that that goes well and it puts us on the right track. Anyway, so something I wanted to talk about is about how God and Satan will try to influence people, through multiple means. So I believe God has put people in my life throughout my life to kind of help me, guide me, show me love, what love means and stuff like that. And also the devil has tried to lure me away from God. I just recently realized that I did have actually a very strong connection with God, and I didn't never really knew that. I've always been I've been a prayer. I've always prayed when times are tough. I've asked for assistance and guidance and stuff when things got tough. I was never really one to like pray nightly or whatnot. But I've never been much of a religious person, but I've always believed in a higher power. So, there is that. I've had multiple things happen to me throughout my life that I didn't really realize were prayers being answered, until just recently. I'm not going to go into specifics or anything, but, I've had people brought into my life from the devil that have tried to lure me over to things that are not godly to say. And the thing is, when these things happen, I've always had that gut instinct, like, I feel like I'm not making a good decision. Granted, I mean, there was times I still went through with things, or I listened to my gut feeling and left. Um, God has put people in my life. One person recently as well. I was going through some tough times, and God introduced this person into my life that they helped me a lot. I mean, they helped me through a lot, and so they were put in my life and all that, and I I feel bad because some things happen, and now that person and I aren't speaking anymore, but it's really for the best, and I hope that they're happy now, you know, given light of things that have happened since, and I'm sure they are, but you know I really believe that God brings people into your life to help you, and the devil tries to introduce people in your life to lure you away from God as well. So, you know, people who are bad influences, people who try to get you to do things that are deceitful or wrong. That's the devil trying to lure you away from God's light. And I feel like I've put the armor of Christ on. I feel like I'm protected in what I do, and that's why I make these videos, and that's why I put my face on these videos, because I feel like what's going to happen is going to happen, and regardless of what happens to me, I feel like I'm safe, I'm protected, you know, and also it's make me question some of the things that I've seen lately that are a little bit on the unexplainable side. There's a few things that I've gotten confirmation that are of a friendlier nature, and then there's things that have happened to me that make me question. Especially when they're being secretive. When I come across something and they want to try and keep it secret, or do something to me to make it seem secretive, makes me feel like maybe I shouldn't be trusting these particular entities. But I mean, I feel like I'm protected myself, but I worry about how other people in my life, if they come after friends and family and stuff, I worry about how they're gonna handle that kind of stuff. Another thing, something that happened to me today. I was out driving, and in my car I keep these like little kits to give out to the homeless people I come across, in my travels. It's just something simple. I went to the dollar store and picked up, granola bars and water, and there's a little candy bar in there, and just stuff that's not perishable, and keeps for a while, and but I'll come across people in the street, begging for money or whatnot. No, I'll give them one of these and tell them God bless and all that. Well, today I came across something that just totally broke my heart. I saw this man sitting on a rock, openly drinking a beer, not even having it in a paper bag like you're supposed to in the state. If you're drinking alcohol outside, it's supposed to be in a paper bag, or if you have alcohol, it's in a paper bag. I don't usually drink outside of my house much, so or much at all, to be honest with you. But here's this guy, obviously troubled, openly drinking a tall can of beer, sitting on a rock, and I debated even approaching him. But eventually I pulled up next to him. I said, hey, are you okay? And I was like, are you hungry? You need some water or anything like that? And the guy went on to ask me for money. Well, I said, well, I don't have money on me, which I wasn't lying. I mean, I'm a poor guy. I don't have money. But I offered him one of my care packages that I keep in my car, and the guy stood up, and obviously, he's just a wreck. His pants were halfway down. I actually he was exposed. And I gave him one of my care packages and just told him God bless, and left. And as I'm pulling away, I'm looking at him, and he's just standing there, kind of bewildered. And then it hit me. It's almost like I felt his internal pain almost, and it just caused me to just sob uncontrollably. It's tough, to see these people out in the rain, suffering, and just, and I do what I can. I don't like to give homeless people money per se, because it's if I give them money, sometimes I feel like they're not going to use it to feed themselves or whatever. I feel like they're probably going to use it to feed the addiction that holds them down. To be honest with you, so I'm against giving people who are asking for money. I'll there's been times I'll go to a local fast food joint and buy food and bring it to them. I've done that on several occasions. But now, my wife and I made these care packages to give out to them. So it's nice because it shows that we care, and I'm not giving in to their addictions, to the demons that are holding them down. So basically, in conclusion of all of this, the people who've come into my life, and there's someone in particular who I owe my life to. To be honest with you, they came when I needed it, and they helped me a lot. And I feel bad that things ended badly, but it's honestly it's for the best, because I'm where I want to be. I'm where I should be, and I hope that you are too. But anyway, thank you. I mean that. Thank you. If you're watching this, thank you very much. And you mean more to me than you probably think you do. But anyway, just keep an eye out. Don't really trust what the mainstream media is spinning your way. A lot of this is just gobbledygook to distract you. I mean, do your own research on what's going on. There's a lot of people on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, there's a lot of people on YouTube that are getting their funding pulled. Advertisers won't even advertise on these truther YouTube sites. So, if you come across a YouTuber that is complaining about his funding being pulled, or advertising not being done, or say their hits or subscribers or whatever isn't up to metrics, then they're probably telling a lot of truth. So that's one way to go. So if you come across that on YouTube, then most likely these people are telling the truth. One place to stay away from, I came across a YouTube site called A Call for an Uprising. And it kind of, there's a lot of Illuminati symbolism and stuff that's just on their main webpage, and then their introduction video is almost like it's cynical. It depicts Jesus stomping on the Illuminati and the elitists and all that stuff. To me, when I first saw it, I was like, that's kind of laughable, because I feel like if this was a true truther's website, that they wouldn't show this kind of stuff. It's almost like a satire. It's not like really. It's like making light of what's going on. They may spout some things that are true, but to be honest with you, their plan's already in motion. There's nothing we can do to stop it. Even if this guy's saying what he's saying is true, then it's because they've already put it in motion. It's too late. We can't do anything to stop it. And also, he's very angry too. So, when you see someone who's spouting a lot of anger and stuff, it's some stuff that you gotta kind of think about, because if there was a true, like, Jesus Christ truther, and I'll say some things, and I'll say things about these satanic Illuminati scumbags, which in my eyes they are. They do horrible things to people and children and stuff, and they're gonna see their time. It's coming soon. And here it is, only a month away from the date I was given, and time is out upon us. It's I don't really think that's when the end of the world is, but I feel like that's when I need to be concerned about with where I'm at, where I'm living. And that's why I've done these things. It's why I'm leaving a video record behind, because say I'm not here one day, and some of these people need guidance, or need to know what's to come. I mean, I'm hoping I'm helping somebody out there. I'm sure I am. But anyway, I babbled too much already. So anyway, just God bless you all, and just go forward with love and kindness. Learn to forgive the ones that wronged you. I have. I've never felt better, to be honest with you, since I've forgiven everyone who's wronged me. It's it's strange because I there's people who've done some pretty heinous stuff against me, and I've learned to forgive them because I know when the time for judgment comes, I everyone will be judged accordingly, and I can have solace in that. But anyway, God bless everyone, and have a great one.